Okay, so I just arrived in Las Vegas from Dallas at American, and I'm gonna be walking through the terminal. So it's a Sunday morning, so these are all the people who came in over the weekend and are heading out. So when you get to Vegas, the slot machines are waiting for you, so you can start gambling immediately. Crazy, right? Now, used to be these machines would accept coins back in the day. It's all dollar bills now. But yeah, right by the gates, just in case you didn't get enough of it. Now this airport is quite full. Here for Dunkin' Express. This has Dunkin' Donuts, Burger King. It's just after 8. There's all kinds of food here. Welcome to Las Vegas gift shop. Hudson Light Candy. And this is more food. So leave a note in the comments and let me know, how much do you spend on food when you go to the airport? I was just in New York and I think I spent 20 bucks just for, I was a croissant and a banana. It was a croissant with like a ham or something. No, it was a ham, it was a turkey. So this is the American Express Lounge, the Centurion Lounge. It is always packed. Unfortunately, they only do departures and I'm arriving, so it means I can't use it. But this is the Centurion Lounge. It's next to D4 in case you're ever leaving and you have a card. Now when you come here, there's a blue tram line and a red tram line. The red one will take you to those airlines, and the blue one, you step here, blue one's going to take you to Advanced Air, which I've never taken, American and Delta. And the red line takes over to United, Frontier, WestJet, Flair, Sun Country, Breeze, Porter, Air Canada, JetBlue, Air Lingus, and Hawaiian. Now, when you're down here, Southwest is also here, but not where we are right now. Okay, so this airport, you need to know, it actually doesn't matter, but it's good to know where you're gonna, which airline you're taking, because the taxes or whatever will drop you at the right places. But regardless of where you go, see there's more, so you can smoke in here. So it's a gaming lounge with smoking permitted. But look what it says. So in there are some Las Vegas casinos that do not allow smoking. I want to say Aria is one of them, and I don't think Aria has any gambling either. But that smoking lounge is right in the middle. Just has a humidor or something. Duty-free shopping because there are international flights that come out of here. British Airways come here. I think they're in E. Korean. During CES, you have a lot of flights from Asia that come in because of CES. Of course, this is all duty free is only if you're leaving the United States, right? Frontier, those god awful carry-on bag things. Wolfgang Puck. I'm still in D. So let's just look at prices, for example. $21.99 for a smoked turkey beta. Holy macro. The cheapest thing here is $13.99 as a starter. Breakfast, $4.99 for a side, $18.99 for the main breakfast. Insane, right? Now you look at that, and the airlines only give you $12 for food. You can't even buy anything. You can't even buy a drink here in Las Vegas. In case you missed the sign. So that sign is located just outside of Las Vegas Boulevard. So it's north of Mandalay Bay. And I've been up there. No plans to go there on this trip. This is down. But if in case you want to go, just basically walk past Mandalay Bay and keep going. And you will see it. What's also up there is the pool video game. It's not video games, it's there's a museum that has all these pinball museum is up there. If you ever get a chance, you should go check it out. It's just before you get to the Vegas sign. If you actually search for the Las Vegas sign in Google Maps, it'll take you there. So, a not so funny story. I was on the flight and got up to go to the restroom. Then the lady, I came back and the next to me, she went to the restroom and she left her purse next to me. So when she was coming back, I was trying to get something out of my pocket and it looked like I was trying to take her purse. And so I was gonna say something to her, but I was like, nah. Because she didn't seem too weird about it, and I don't think she saw when my hand was trying to go into my own pocket. But I had to raise the armrest so I could get into my pocket, and it really looked like I was trying to go for her purse, which was really funny, and that wasn't the case, of course. But so she was funny because as soon as she sat down, she opened her purse, checked through it, and took out her phone. But yeah, it was quite funky. All right, and so I got on the flight too at the beginning, and there's a gentleman sitting. I was in one of the seats that had only two seats to the row because the exit row where the flight attendant jumpsuit was in that row. And so I get there and I can't fit in my seat. He had the armrest up. His entire left arm was basically in my seat. So all through the boarding process, I had to basically push my shoulder in the walkway and the aisle, and everyone was bouncing me as I go. So it was a very uncomfortable situation. Luckily, I was able to move to another seat, but it turns out it's a middle seat that I ended up moving to. So this is one of the Welcome to Las Vegas signs. So my whole thing about not being able to fit in the seat is if you have to raise the armrest and fold your arms the entire flight, you really should think about getting a wider seat or paying for an extra seat, because what you're doing is you're sitting in the next passenger seat, which is just not cool. And this has happened to me at least 4 or 5 times. Well, it was on JetBlue, happened on United a few times, happened today, and it just happened on, I took a TAP flight across the Atlantic. And that one is even more uncomfortable because the guy, really nice guy, but he spoke Spanish and Portuguese. I speak neither. And it was very uncomfortable because, we wanted to communicate. I mean, we made it work because I was at the window and I basically squeezed myself into the window more so he'd be more comfortable. But it was not a good flight, and it's a longer flight. So I think, ouch. Not much you can do about it, huh? People just need to just think about the next passenger. It's not just about you. And obviously, if you're going to sit, you're going to fold your arms, and your arm and part of your body is in the next seat, you really should consider getting. Anyway, I'm over it. I got to change the seat, so that was good. But if I didn't get a chance to change my seat, it would have been extremely uncomfortable. Because the flight's like 2.5 hours. Alright. So you get a little, there's dirty windows. It's a Spirit airliner landing, but it's focusing. The window's too dirty. It's focused on a dirty window. Alright, so there's a company called Big Ass Fans. Literally, that is the name of the company. And so they make these fans. So we continue our walk. Now I'm here very early because I got on like the first flight. I think it was the first flight out of Dallas to Las Vegas and Houston to Dallas, because I didn't want to have any issues today. But it's like 8 o'clock. I can't check in until like maybe much later. So I have a lot of time to spend. But welcome to Las Vegas.
We are boarding all groups and all rows through gate D12. American Airlines.
So
1780 is ready for immediate departure. Thank you.
Pandora. More gambling. So there is no shortage of gambling in this airport. In addition to the Delta, in addition to the United, I can't get it right today. Oh, they just opened. I was talking about lounges, and this is my first time here since they've opened the Capital One lounge. Sorry. Now, I don't have a card, a Capital One card, so I can't use this lounge. But it's open from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. Venturex cardholders and Venturex Business get complimentary access. Venture and Spark. I do have a Capital One card, but it's not one of these. $45 discounted rate. Eligible cardholders to discount pricing for 2 additional guests at $45. Blah, 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 blah. So there you go. If you have a Capital One card, you can always check it out. So that grab and go, which is kind of a new thing with everyone now, is it's just saying different type of cards you can use to access it. They're doing the grab and go because they recognize that, well, like this morning, for example, I didn't have any opportunity to stop and get food. and I can't do food on arrival, so I'm hosed. But if there's a way I could just jump in the lounge, grab some food, and head back to my gate, that'd be good. So American Express, you need to do something like that because all your competitors have done it. Delta has it, United has it, American Express Interior Lounge has it. Now this is the other lounge that's here. It's the Club LAS. A lot of these airports have these. There's like Club CLT, Club LAS, Club DFW. But again, these are departure lounge. So if you have an arrival ticket, like I have a priority pass ticket, pass, which is how you would get in that lounge, but I can't use it because I'm arriving, I'm not departing. So this airport, like I said, it gets very busy in the morning and very busy at night. Very busy in the morning with people arriving, who've been up like me all night, and people departing because they've been up all night. And they're all getting home, and it's Sunday, so it's all busy. So there's a Hawaiian flight right here going to Hawaii, probably Honolulu. Delta on the other side. Now in this terminal, you also have United Club. Of course, you have to be flying United, and you have to have a the card, which you can get if you join one of the credit cards. But it's the United Club, it's upstairs. I'm not flying United today. But as you can see, everyone's eating. So I'm just gonna guess that people spend, just judging by the prices I've seen, a minimum of like 20 bucks. Just for anything. Because even if you look at this, let's say I just had tea or something. I'm looking at $6.80, $7.75, and these are Starbucks prices, right? Iced coffee, $5.65. So it's insane. This is Breeze. I have flown Breeze. Breeze is actually a pretty cool airline if you ever get a chance to fly them. This is their gate. But this is a Hawaiian A330-200. The windows are so nasty. And it's heading back to Honolulu. So Hawaiian was that airline that nobody knew about. Literally. And then Alaska bought them. And now they're still keeping the Hawaiian brand. But I don't know how long they're gonna actually keep that Hawaiian brand. I flew Delta recently when I went to Wichita. It was meh. They used some old 717s, which definitely need to be gotten rid of. I assume it's in the plan somewhere. But you know, knowing these airlines like Delta, they're gonna keep using it until the end. So this airport will thin out when it gets to about 4 or 5 o'clock, maybe even 7. Then it thins out and it starts again at about 10. All the red-eye flights going to the other side of the United States. You do have flights between Las Vegas and San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Diego. And just so you know, the border for Los Angeles or Nevada and California, the line for Starbucks is always like this. It's insane. Just insane. This line is always like that. I just don't know. Oops, sorry. And every airport you go, it's the same thing. Water. Gonna pick up some water later. One other weird thing on the flight today is we get to Dallas, and this guy, he's in the back of the plane, he walks up to the front while everyone is just waiting for everyone to take off like they should. And then another person walks up. And then another person. Total of like 8 people standing in the way. So this, so they're all back up to my row, and I said to the lady, I said, you really should wait your turn. And then she looks at me strange, and I said, yeah. She goes, my flight leaves in 16 minutes. Or starts boarding in 6 minutes. I go, well, we're early. So what's your rush if we're early? And then, so I said to her, this is why people have arguments on the airplane. And she goes, okay, I hear you, or something like that, she said. Oh, she said, I'm sorry. Or I just said, you're right, and I said, thank you. And so, the irony, she's on the same flight that I'm taking. And I got up after her because she pushed herself in front. And then, and I walked, and I know she didn't walk, I know she took the train. And I walked over to the gate, and she's boarding in like group 6 or 7, which is why she's at the back of the plane. Yeah, so she has a smoking lounge again. So it's like, if you want to get off the plane first, there's a way you can do that. You pay more, or you be loyal to the airline. But don't walk through. I got off a flight in, I think it's Turkey, that it's now against the law to do that. Because I think it was, because we landed, and the flight attendant came on and said, it is against the law for you to barge up, but not wait for your row. And she was serious. So I think it's Turkey. All right, so now we're in the United section. So we started American, we went Delta, and Hawaiian, and Frontier, and now we're at United. And everybody's walking towards me because they all just arrived on the flight. Welcome to the club. So I think there's also a Delta Sky Club here. I'm not sure where it is. It would have been where we were if there is one. But it might not be. So now we're on the B side, it's all United. So it looks like they run the max out here. Probably to Newark. Okay, so this flight just arrived. Where is it going? Next one is to Houston also. They might have run it in from Houston. Now when you're here, you actually get a view of Las Vegas. So that bally thing is a sphere. The window's dirty, right? So if I zoom in, we're gonna lose it. But there's the sphere there. And you can see Southwest airplane taking off right there. That's the high roller is that Ferris wheel looking thing.
Okay, but
we can see it. So that's the Ferris wheel is the high roller, which if you've never gone up, it's pretty cool. Then there's Palazzo next to it. I think that's the Palazzo itself, right? The Venetian rather. The one next to that is a so. Oh boy, I can't get it right. So the Palazzo is the one on the right. The Venetian is the other one, and here's another airplane taking off. That's United.
And that is my plane, and that is my trouble.
Where is it going?
And that was the plane I was in the only question.
There it is, United. Okay, next to that hotel. So, oh, that's Resort World. So that one is Resort World, which is the one that has 3 hotels in one. And guys cursing. Remind me not to call that guy if I'm feeling upset about something, because he's just yelling at whoever it is on the other end of the phone. So we're in Clark County, which is where the Las Vegas Strip is. So the funny thing about the airport is, like, I'm just walking around the camera taking pictures and stuff. No one thinks of anything of it because people just hear talking on the phone by themselves. So everyone looks like they're talking on the phone to themselves. So there's a Hawaiian aircraft over there, the Delta. Alright, so we've done the D. And all this time we've been in D. We haven't gone anywhere else. So big this airport is. Welcome to fabulous Las Vegas. Alright. So I think that's all it is for this side. I guess I can show you the train. So let's show you the train. Like I said, Southwest is not in this area. Southwest has a different train. And there is the international side. It's at a jewelry store. Now when I come to Las Vegas, I like to walk back to unless I'm in a hurry, I like to walk back to the strip. I think it's about 3 miles or something like that. It's not exactly close, but one thing I get to see is the airplanes taking off, and that's always cool. So I'm going to try that. Kiosk ordering. Everybody has kiosk ordering now, and it's so annoying because I love talking to people. But tell me what do you think of all the stuff you're ordering at the kiosk and not talking to anybody anymore? And then the workers are so annoying because you go up and you want to talk to them, and they're like, "No, you have to order at the kiosk." It's like, can I say hello? Can I just ask you a question? Jeez. Yeah, it's very, very bizarre. But everyone just eating. It's breakfast time. It's a little after 8. The Great American Bagel Bakery. See, how much is a bagel? Looking at $13.99. Just insane. I mean, just absolutely insane. $13.99. So at least they're cheaper than New York. But it's insane how expensive. California Pizza Kitchen. Yeah, it's just crazy. Let me walk around here. Now Formula One is coming up. What is it? In November? When they first did the Formula is a mess. because we were creating everything. They shut down like a major part of the city so they could create this experience. Now I guess it's not so bad because they've already created most of the stuff that they need. So this gives you a good idea of where. So if you're in Terminal 3, you're gonna come through there. And you can see a slew of people who just got off the train that came in that side. There's Terminal 1 on the other side. Now when you get on the other side, you're gonna see, we're gonna go down to see Southwest. And you have to get on another train. But this takes you down to the gate if you're doing, well, if your bags come in, this is the way you have to go. So if you do like Hawaiian, Frontier, Delta, American, and all that, you have to go through this way. Just listen when you get off the plane. The agents will tell you where to go pick up your bags. So make sure you listen. Now we're gonna go over here to the blue line. So if you have any bags, you can just do that. If you don't have any bags, you can use either. I like the other terminal. It's just nicer. All the people getting off and leaving. And then we're gonna go. That train's full. Doors closing. The lady's still running it. You can't make it. There'll be another one on this side.
And the A, B, and C gate.
Somebody's leaving.
Terminal 1 baggage claim for American and Delta
There should be
Airlines.
one on this side. So it's American and Delta on this side, and there's also Southwest. But again, when you get off that plane, make sure you listen. Okay, hear the train coming.
This station is for Terminal 1 ticketing, baggage claim, and the A, B, and C gates. Board the next tram to Terminal 1 baggage claim for American and Delta Airlines.
So they get off on the other side. Now Las Vegas is one of the cities that do not have trains to the airport. Switching to reverse, and we're off.
This tram is going to Terminal 1 for baggage claim, ground transportation, ticketing, and A, B, and C gates. Please hold on to a post for entry.
Mandalay Bay. So the biggest sign is just to the left of Mandalay Bay up there. We're gonna jump on that train you see leaving, so we can go down to Southwest. over here.
This is the final stop. Exit now for Terminal 1 baggage
the
claim,
final stop.
ground
Cut off the
transportation, ticketing, and A, B, and C gates. Please check for all personal belongings before leaving the train.
Okay. So now we're in the D gates, right? And this is the ABC gates is this way. Exit is that way. Exit is that way for the train. That's the D gates. All C gates, all B gates. And there's also an AB gate, which I've never actually gone to. I guess you can walk. I didn't realize that you could walk. Well, let's walk. So there is actually a charter section of this airport. So I've come to this airport so many times, and I've never come down this aisle. Now I've taken the train that takes me down here, but I guess they're fixing the moving walkway. But I've not walked down this side. So this is the A and B gates here. So this is good because this gives you a good idea of. So we are. Oh, you can smell the smoke from the smoking room. So we're in Terminal 1. We just came out of Terminal 3, and I did all those D gates. Then what you do, you take the red line to E, and that's the international flights usually leave out of here. You can see them all here. So now we're in Terminal 1, which is here. We just took the train up to here. And then I walked, and I'm right here. So we can explore. This is the check-in area here. We can explore the B gates, the A gates, and then the C gate, which I think is where Southwest is. And B is available New Pacific, Southwest, Spirit, and Norwegian. And Spirit is also in A. Smoking. Ooh. So as you can see, dude has this little motorized thing. There's an entrance for security here. Now, there's Southwest.
Service flight 4847 to Houston, and with last 2 passengers as we're fully boarded, and we're going to be closing shortly with our vehicle bid.
Now, I've never used this part of the airport. I've always come into either E, if I'm flying United, or I can come in through D, but I've never been on this side. Now, if you're a mom nursing your baby, these cool little things are here. AB. Most airports have a little cool thing like this, or some kind of aviation history. Now this airport was actually called Las Vegas McCarran. McCarran. Today it's called Harry Reid I actually think both of them were politicians. So now you got all the cool planes. From the Frontier Airlines Convair CV 580, running all the way up to WestJet's Max, no, 737-800. It's a whole bunch of other models. There's a Continental A300. Woohoo, that's an old baby. I think I ever flew the A300. And sometimes they have these models, but the airline never flew that type. I don't think Continental ever flew the A300. And there's America West, Alaska, which always had the Eskimo on the tail. Transworld, TWA, Western. So this is like a really good aviation lesson here. Or history preservation. Big Alaska MD-80. It's MD-83 to be exact. America West, American Airlines, Western, Delta Airlines, really. That's their MD-11. The shuttle on top of the Antonov 225, which I think never actually happened. I think it's actually on the 747. It's Ozark, Monarch, Condor, Eastern. And there's Air Force One when it was, but it's actually the C-137C, but it's a 707. Or it's built on the 707 model. Alright, I'm going into uncharted territory. The A and the B gate. I have flown Southwest out of here, but I flew out of C. Now, I inquired, why is it that these moving walkways take so long to fix? Apparently, parts for these are very difficult to come by. And so that's why when you come to the airport, you will see these things and they've been out of commission for a long time. I don't know why the parts are so hard to come by, but this is what I was told by an actual person who he fixes moving walkways.
Southwest Airlines is fully boarded flight 3913 services to Burbank, looking for last name Ohio, last name
Kind of in a weird place, right?
Last name RH. Please make your way immediately to gate B10 Bravo 10 final call.
No animals are moving walkway because people are stupid. Alright, so I'm in A and B. And I'm deep in the bowels of the airport. It makes sense for them to be here, but out there it doesn't make any sense to have these seats with power. Plus, you have one seat. Starbucks. God, there's people everywhere. Alright, so where do we go first? 8 to 15.
Southwest Airlines is fully boarded flight 3913 services to Burbank, looking for last name Bacile, last name Brown.
So yours doesn't make it easy for you to connect from one airline to the next. So like if I flew in an American, this is how far I'd have to go if I was connecting this to Southwest. So whenever you buy tickets on different airlines, always make sure that you give yourself enough time in between. That's the water thing. Because the thing too is that if you're delayed, one airline is not gonna go, oh, I'm so sorry that you're delayed. Let me take care of you. No. You missed the flight. Now you can be nice and you tell the agent what happened. Maybe they'll take care of you. But just look at it. It's morning, right? And everybody's having breakfast. This airport makes a lot of money. Now notice the Southwest lines here. These are going to become non-existent soon because Southwest is changing their boarding priority. So they're not going to have those things anymore. They'll be quite different. They're going to give you seat assignments, which most people are not happy about. So when they built these airports, they didn't expect to have this many people. And now, there's way too many people. One thing Southwest does do is most of their gates in different airports will have power. They've really done a good job about that. And so, but Southwest, the image of Southwest is changing. So who knows what the new Southwest is going to be like. They're doing international, more international. They're doing code shares. All these things that they never used to do before. So the face of the airline is actually changing. Have you ever had a shoe shine done? I've not, because I usually don't wear shoes to airports, but I wear sneakers, which apparently they can clean too. But I met Lyle Lovitz. I think actually twice, walking through Houston Airport, and he was getting a shoe shine. So he had just finished, he was walking off, and I said, "Hello, Mr. Lovitz." He's like, "Oh, you can call me Lyle." Had a great little conversation, so that was nice. So apparently I can get to D. I came through C, but apparently I can get to D and E from that way. More food, more food. Right now I'm tired. I haven't even started yet. But I think I'm tired because I went to bed at like 11:30 and I was up at 1:30. Matter of fact, I think I went to bed at 12:30 and I was up at 1:30. Slept on both flights. But I don't think I had enough time to get a proper sleep, so more Southwest gates. Las Vegas Bear Union.
3306 service to Oakland is running. Holding unconfirmed ticket, please leave your immediate way to gate C19. Final call.
Little Tony's Pizzeria, Port of Subs. So much food here. Here's a Max. So how can you tell a Max from a regular 737? I will show you. Oh look, we're closer to the strip. So first there's Mandalay Bay, there's Luxor, Pyramid 1, there's New York, which is by the Spirit Tail. And then there's Excalibur, which is to the left of that. Excalibur there. Then move down, you got the Aria. There's also the Cosmopolitan. The green one is MGM Grand. The one next to the right of the Southwest Tail, which is like there somewhere, is It's on vacation. So, how can you tell that that's a 737 Max? See that engine? That's how you can tell. Plus it has the split winglets there. That's how you can tell the difference. San Diego. Where do you want to go today? Oh, he's really taxiing fast. And there's a United Max behind it. More gambling. 20. 18. All right. Sketching our water. I think with these water things, they have like a little sensor behind it. Some of them you have to like put your finger, and if you move your finger, then it stops.
You can help
The ones in
increase
San
the
Francisco are like that.
effectiveness of the Harry Reid International Airport security program by following these practices.
Now, how much are these
Do not
drinks?
accept items from persons you do not know.
Let's
Do
see.
not look after baggage that is not your
B7.
own. If
$5.
you see any unusual
Insane.
activities or
And what's
unattended
B7?
baggage, report it immediately
Something that looks like Sprite.
using any white courtesy telephone
Insane.
within the airport terminal. Thank you.
So when I come to Las Vegas, I go to the grocery store. Now there are no supermarkets on the strip, but they have like CVS. I think there's like a Walgreens. There's other stores that are on there, and you can buy stuff there. It's still expensive, but it's not as bad. It's just insane how expensive things are here. So let's go down B1 to B6. So travel. The funny thing is that so people complain about airline tickets, but you spend so much money with other things, but they don't seem to care. So did I miss A? Oh, is A down this way? So that must be a lady tonight. Is this one of the songs that they play at when you see the water fountain? But I'm gonna pause the video, otherwise I'm gonna get copyrighted violation for it. There's a private jet going. Okay. So A, D, and E is this way. Now I got turned around a little bit because this is a whole other part now. So this is one of those machines where you tap your credit card. I'm gonna keep it too close. Where you tap your card, it validates with a temporary amount. Then what you do, you go and you take stuff and there are cameras and stuff on top, and they follow you around. And then when you get to the end, you come out and it charges your card. What do you think? We're leaving this area that has the B gates, and we're going to the A gates. Pet relief is at C gates. You've seen how far. It's been like an hour, so you see how far that thing is. Security's through there. D&E gates is through there. More gambling. Shake Shack. This is what Delta is serving in their first class. Now everyone has different areas where you check in. So when you come in, you really need to check where you are going to make sure you're checking at the right place. Now this is a A320, I think it is, Neo. And Neo means it's a new engine option. See how big those engines are? On the regular A320, they're not that big. And the A321s are just longer. Now Spirit is having issues. Yeah, Spirit is having issues. I think they're in chapter 11 again, if I'm not mistaken. If I am mistaken, please correct me. But they're having issues leaving midnight train. Now, sometimes if YouTube has rights to these songs, I'm okay. But otherwise, what it does is
This will serve as a courtesy
end
call
up
to
striking
all
it out.
passengers. Michael Packby and Mayra Romero, please make your way over to gate A12, that's Alpha 12, as soon as possible for immediate boarding. Again, Michael Packby and Mayra Romero, please make your way over to gate A12, that's Alpha 12, as soon as possible for immediate boarding.
Now, Allegiant, this is the home of Allegiant. Allegiant is a low-cost caravan. I found them once and didn't think I'd like them, but they're okay. Now, here is their thing. They take people from the cold. Oh, it's a little fuel pod. Oh, neat. So they will take you from, all right, I'm going 17 to 23 first. I don't know if it's gonna come around, but we'll see. I don't think it does. Okay, here's a little map again. No, it does not. You go left for one, right for the other, and you have to come all the way back. Okay. So let's go this way first. Wonder how far. I'm pretty sure I've walked more than a mile already. I feel like I've been down here before, but I haven't. Only because the guy who was eating the apple back there, he was on the other side. Now, Howard Hughes was actually buried in Houston. I think he was actually from Houston. Well, the great aviation pioneer. Guy had too much money, and so he created, as you can see, he had his hand in a lot of things. There are guess this him here, yeah? Well, the other flights was won by Howard using some of his world record flights during the 1930s in aviation, created many advances in aircraft design. So he was in Aviation Hall of Fame, who knew? So that picture, so this is him there. So this is just some random person they have wearing the suit as opposed to represent him. So it's interesting, right? You can tell the difference in different terminals when the flights are leaving, when the flights are arriving. This is not a bank for Spirit. And looks like Allegiant is around here. A lot of private jets come out of here. That's why you see them jetting out all the time. Sorry.
It's okay, we do it too.
I'm so sorry. Nothing at all. You can tell him when I sneak away. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was kind of weird. So this is Allegiant around here. So like I said, I flew them and I found that they were actually, I mean, of course you get no leg room, right? So it's the norm. However though, they fly from cold to hot. And like I went from Plattsburgh to Tampa St. Pete. Plattsburgh is right on the Canadian-US border. So all the Canadians come over. And a lot of Canadians come over and take the flight down to Tampa St. Pete. And so that's their model. Cheap, efficient apparently, and they go from hot to cold. And it works for them. And of course they're based here in Las Vegas, so they also take you to Las Vegas if you want to go. But there's no connecting, like Plattsburgh to Tampa. Okay, that's odd. And they have some other odd ones as well. Sorry, I'm laughing because I cut one on the recording, so my apologies about that. The lady's really nice though. She looked at her and her friend looked around. And I'm like, oops, sorry, you didn't hear anything. So now we go 7 to 15. Of course, Dunkin' Donuts is everywhere. I don't know what's so express about Dunkin' Express. Look at the line. It's just people getting coffee too. Smoking Lounge again. This is another, basically here, you just buy your stuff, put it on, and then you pay for it. $11.99 for a sandwich. It's insane. It's just absolutely insane. So you get your item, you put it on there, you pay, and you're done. Oops, excuse me. That's all right. So I don't think you need humans for us to stock it, which I'm sure they'll figure out a way to get rid of us. So there's the Allegiant. Let's go take a look. So that's also A3, so 19 meal or 20 meal. That's a 20. So you can see the difference between the two of them. The other one was a 19, and that's the A320neo. Another private jet making its way out. Yes, I was talking about food in Las Vegas. I mean, like, Yeah. Yeah, people complain about the price for the ticket, but I think when you add all the food stuff up, you're spending a lot of money, right? A lot of money on food. So see lots of people in their water bottles.
Ladies and
Everybody's filling
gentlemen,
up.
this is the final boarding call for Allegiant Air Flight 3180 with service to Appleton. All passengers should now be logged for through gate A18.
So-
Final call.
This is Appleton, Wisconsin. Tiny town up in Wisconsin. I've actually been to Appleton. Nice town. So if you live in Appleton, you want to go to Las Vegas, you don't. Okay. So if you live in Appleton, you want to come to Las Vegas, they make it easy for you. So the Spirit A320. Now see how tiny those engines are compared to the... Alright, so this is another... Oh, it's a little far away, but those engines, same airplane, but those engines are much bigger than these. So while people are waiting on their flight, they're bored, and so they gamble, hoping to win. So Las Vegas is the hoping to win place. Gates. That's a 320 Neo. Another 320 Neo. So, you know, who knows if Spirit's going to be here. All these airlines are dropping like flies. We just lost Play, who I have flown. We also just lost, well, shouldn't say just lost, but Norse is cutting back. So more than likely they're going to be gone. When you buy tickets, this is where you get travel insurance, right? Because when these airlines go out of business, the other airlines will not take you because the fare that you paid is way too low and the other airline has no money. So because the other airline has no money, if another airline takes your ticket, they're not going to get anything. They're not going to get any money because if the other airline had the money, you wouldn't be in bankruptcy or whatever it is, right? Groups. All the airlines have groups. But so you need to get travel insurance, right? Now, I don't know. It depends on the coverage, so make sure you look at the coverage that you have. But you need to be able to get yourself home when these airlines go out of business. Shouldn't really happen, but it is happening, and you need to protect yourself. Alright, so we've done A. We've done B. We've done D. We're not doing E today. Excuse me. So here we are. So we're there. So we've done the A's, we've done the B's. We've passed by the A, B security checkpoint. So now we're gonna go the bridge to the C gates, which is from B. So we're gonna go back this way. Not to mention all the crap that they sell here in Vegas. Because everybody wants a souvenir.
Someone who loves me.
But the cool thing when you come out here, train spotting is awesome. Especially if you catch the internationals. So what people don't understand is, what some people don't understand is everything is connected. And so you always get these deals, you know, they buy airplanes and they're doing trade deals and all that. Every single thing is connected. There's nothing that sits out there by itself. More water. All right, I'm slowing down because I'm tired. So I think that's probably about it though. Because you've seen A, you've seen B, you've seen, oh, we haven't seen C yet. Oh, we haven't gone down to C. Okay, we have to go down to C. This video is already a minute, 1 hour, 10 minutes long. See how much battery I have. 61%. Alright, let's see.
May I have your attention, please? Paging Ryan Butler, please report to Spirit Airlines ticket counter to identify and reclaim your property.
Oh, somebody left something. Alright.
Ryan Butler, please report to Spirit Airlines ticket counter to identify and reclaim your property.
So that's the D&E. When we came in, C, we passed the Shake Shack. D&E is that way. The B and C gates is this way. We went through B. Oh no, I didn't do C. And there's no moving walkway. It's just, you just gotta walk. So if you have mobile issues, this is gonna be a challenge for you. Alright, since I'm tired, we're gonna call it a day. Thank you for coming along off the tour of Las Vegas McCarran.
Bravo 15.
See you soon.
Terminal change, thank you.